for today, we're going to do the same thing again. And you're going to do the four things listed on the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to enter x and y into L1 and L2. You're going to run a linear regression and get an R value rounding to the fourth decimal place. You're going to write the equation for the least squares line and round to the hundredths place. And then you're going to find the value of y when given a value of x. For this one that we will do together, the chart is the following: 5, 11, 16, 32, 48, 62, 71, 89, 103, 132, 146, and 162. Your y values will be 23, 39, 57, 72, 86, 111, 154, 179, 202, 212, 301, and 412. If you have forgotten how to clear out a list, then you put your cursor on the name of the list and then hit clear and enter. Everything I'm doing is on the calculator screen in the back if you want to follow along. And I'm clearing out L2 by putting the cursor on L2 and hitting clear and then enter. So take a couple of moments to enter in all the data that's in X into L1. If you mess up a number, then it's going to throw off your calculations. So we have 5, 11, 16, 32, 48, 62, 71, 89, 103, 132, 146, 162. You should have 12 items in each list. If you don't, you've missed one. And in L2 it's 23, 39, 57, 72, 86, 111, 154, 179, 202, 212, 301, 412. The next thing you have to do is run a linear regression, so hit second mode to get out of the stat. And you guys are using the new TI-84s, so when you do stat, right arrow to calc, and choose linreg AX plus B, it's not going to look like this on your screen. You're going to have menu options. And yours is going to look like X list, Y list, and then you'll have something with an EQ in it below that. You just go to each individual area there and make sure that you have L1 for X list and L2 for the Y list, and you want Y1 for the equation where you're going to store the regression equation. And if you want to get L1, you hit second 1, and to get L2, you hit second 2. To get Y1, you hit vars, right arrow, enter, enter. My screen's going to look different than yours, yeah. You can bring it up here and I can look at it. So when we do our linear regression, you should come back with these numbers here. And that's going to be an A value of 2.062031273. And the B value is 3.299881119. To make the equation, which is going to be in y equals ax plus b form, the directions up above said to round to the hundredths place for those items in your equation. So when we write the equation, the a value is 2.06, and then you have an x plus 3.30 because you're rounding them to the second decimal place. This is the equation that you would submit as an answer. The equation that the calculator is going to use to calculate something is the unrounded version, and that's the one that you should use. Don't just plug in whatever value you're given for x into this equation, the rounded version, and try to calculate it by hand. You'll get a different answer. Just use the one that's already been stored in the calculator. The r value came out to be 0.96. You're rounding that one to 4 places, so we have to keep on going. It's going to be 0.9611. Next up is making a prediction, and for this problem, we're going to predict the value of y when x is 1,225. To do that, you're going to type in 1,225 on the calculator, hit the store button, and then the X button. Hit enter. It'll show you 1225. To make your prediction, you have to use the equation that you entered in into y1. So hit vars, right arrow, enter, enter, and it brings up y1. Hit enter again, and there is your prediction. It comes out to be 2,529.29, rounded to 2 decimal places. You're going to turn in all 4 things here, up here at the table, and your X list is going to be 2, 9, 12, 22, 36, 45, 63, 68, 77, 82, 91, and 100. Your Y values will be 5, 11, 12, 26, 39, 54, 72, 86, 102, 119, 128, and 142. Follow the directions that are listed. If it says to round to 4 places, then you must round to 4 places, and so on. For this problem, all the data has been entered in, and when I go to Stat, Calc, Linreg, AX plus B, and do L1, L2, and enter the equation into Y1, I come back with an R value that is going to be 0.9920. You must have that. There's no other option because you were told to round to 4 places. So that goes for this one. And now for the equation, you have to round it to the hundredths place. So for the equation, it should be y equals 1.42x minus, because you have a negative b, minus 5.42. And now you had to make a prediction for 3126.2, so I'll enter that in. 3126.2, enter that in for x, and then use the y1 to calculate. And that had to be rounded to the hundredths place, so that is 4429.37.